What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journeyman in Football Manager 2022. Leave a thumbs up on the video. It's greatly appreciated. Get a comment in as well. Get the interaction up for the series. We'll greatly appreciate that, as we've gone to play on 3 more games and they were 3 wins. There is a specific thing. I was maybe going to play a couple more games off camera. We did win an early FA Super Cup. There's rules in that where we'll talk about it when we compare it. But basically, you can only have, I think it was 3 starting foreign players and then the 1 on the bench. So, yeah, it's like we have less than the normal. But so it makes it interesting, which makes sense. I don't mind that rule as much. We've talked about it just in the league. But the fact it's China, you want to see a lot of the Chinese play, or China wants to see, you know what I mean? The home country wants to see a lot of their own players playing and be getting games. And yeah, I can see the reasoning behind that anyway. But Lou K, I told you, there's something about this guy. He's 23 years old, so he's not really up and coming anymore. His natural fitness 4. I might worry about that a little bit if he was getting older. But yeah, the biggest thing with that attribute for me is them not being able to maintain their attributes as they get older, especially their physical attributes. But I think like his few attributes, he stands out. Acceleration, it does, make him pretty quick. And dribbling, finishing is classy for this level. Like, overall, he doesn't have insane attributes, does he? But then he's got a bit of flair as well. He's just got some good attributes in certain areas to make him stand out in games, in the right positions when he needs to. As a forward. So, yeah, it's good for him. But, so, Shanghai Ports. Let's take a look at how they're doing. It looks like they're 5th. They're 5th in the league. But take a look. Who's their manager? Emery. Look, he's gone. Look, from Villarreal to Spain. Like, the national team manager. I always find it, so intriguing how, managers make movements within the save. You would say the step from Villarreal to being the Spanish national team manager, obviously being Spanish himself, that's a realistic thing. And then he ends up leaving that job and goes to China. It's so intriguing. So yeah, probably even title that. Yeah, we're playing against Unai Emery, something along those lines. So we're going to head into that game and see if we continue this current little streak we're on right now. Definitely the fact we've got 3 home games just in our fixtures overall. We play these 2 here today, but yeah, we're wanting to continue this. So currently it's 4th v 5th, us being 4th. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So this is what I mean. We recently changed fitness as well. Helinho, we signed him thinking he'd be a winger for us, but sometimes how selections work out, especially with the specific rules in this country, in this league, you may switch players around a bit more. Gonzalo, I played him. It's funny how he doesn't have a face. But I think it's going to be pretty fitting that Gustavo Coutinho comes in. And even with Alexander, we switch that up so we can get some games. Because he was sitting on the bench. We got to be smart with it. We don't want this guy getting too mad. Because, we signed this guy. We were planning to play him at right back. Haven't used him enough. Haven't used him enough to say, oh, he's bad and we're not going to use him. But yeah, we might use him as a backup. I think he definitely has to make the bench. One thing I've done here, if you're in a similar position, go selection info here to select reports. And what I've done, I've put my eyes to the right of the ability. And I'm like, okay, that guy, that was full rotation. I had him on the bench. So yeah, he is a 2.5 star. Obviously, forget the foreign because he's like 4.5. And yeah, you can see that's an upgrade. So that's what I've been doing. And even Jia Shen, who's a more familiar name, and then we might drop a guy who's just 1 star. But you might need to just weigh up what position there's a whole lot. But yeah, he's just as a central midfielder. Stamina's only 5. It's such an upgrade. I'm still on that where it's, such an... And Wei Shei Hao, who's 2 star. Let's drop him for... with this many on the bench, I know it's rare you get a goalkeeper. It'll happen once. Remember I say this in an episode at some point. It doesn't matter in this series. It'll happen. This year, next year, we'll get a goalkeeper getting injured. And yeah, we'll do that. So we'll table Wei Shi Hao and then we'll go back to the selection. And even Tang Shi, we're going to bring Wang. He needed a rest. For me, he's better than a 2 star. He's got potential. But Yan Zehao, yeah. And then we'll bring on Wei Shihao. Like, there we go. I'm probably not pronouncing the names right exactly, but we're getting, we're getting it. And then Shehao for Badan. Yeah, so then there's, at least our wingers are 2-star rated. And maybe a little update. At least Shibo's coming a bit of a favourite, isn't he? Especially if you continue to see this development. Yeah, he's looking the goods. Only 17. Okay, there must be no more in the playing 11. Sorry. What did I get too excited about? What was I going to switch up? This is why we haven't been using Alexander. You're like, hold up, mate. You're not going to be able to go in like this. Duquira just hasn't been finding it. And Yashi Lin, who we haven't started as much this year. Again, strengthen the team. So he's had a little bit, a little bit of development. We'll leave the defensive midfielder role on him. Now we'll get into the game. Yep, now we can. That happens more than you would probably imagine when I'm just playing. I'm like, oh, I started 5. But it's a pretty decent team talk. You got Bastos aggressive. I don't mind a big bloke like Bastos. Guys, it shows an unhappy face. But this man, he's got 19 aggression. So that just comes with it. He's going to be aggressive. Like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad reaction. Just that's him in his normal state. Gee. Long kick. See, he's just smart. And then Gustavo Coutinho. He should not, we should be 1-0. Scoreline should be 1-0 right now. Let's see if it impacts. He was open. Wow. Now, Alexander makes up for it. It's 1-0 now, so we take that. But, yeah. It was great play by Luke Hay. Yeah, told you. I'm still going off that last chance. Let's praise this amazing... Yep, it's a Brazilian free kick, mate. Oh, no, that's the best free kick ever. That was inch per... You're not going to beat that. Simply. That's going to deserve more replays. That was right in the corner, and the line... It didn't move into the corner. It just went direct. Mate. Again. You don't see the same for that angle, but it still looks amazing. But yeah, on that slow replay, I don't think you're actually able to see that again, because that's just on the replay. But anyway. Actually, that's the best free kick ever. Forget Unai Emery. He was going to be the title to stand out. And people were like, ooh, Unai Emery. Nah, and I don't know, you guys get in the comments. Because that went right into the corner. It didn't bend into the corner. Oh, best free kick ever in FM. I tell you what. Fight me, because it is. Lee Shibo scores his first for the season as well. Oh, Unai Emery, all this experience. Showing the Arsenal form, maybe. Matthias Alexander doing very good and set that up for Lee Shibo. Okay, yes. And it shows you our form of the last 3 matches. Yeah, it makes sense. We're playing pretty well. And it's been the set pieces. Have a bit of training on them as well, a bit more in the week. Not just this week, immediately, just in the last few weeks. And now, in this game, it's paying off. I knew it would. So it's very important to get in your training. I don't just mean that specifically, but all areas. Work on all parts of your game. Make sure you got your training right. See, right now, it's an important part of the game. 2-0 is a nice lead, and sometimes, if this is a goal, this will annoy me. And this will be the type of goal to concede. Type of time to go... I realize I'll need to make a change, and we're probably going to keep it going now, unless it's just a sub. But that's a little frustrating. Or big frustrating. That was big frustrating. Because I knew we would need to make a change if we were having that 2-0 breathing space. Wow. Oh, he's been terrible. I had such hopes on him as well. Bring Badon over on this side. Of course, can't bring on Duqueiros because that's another foreign. Zhang. And then we'll go over to tactics. He's normally one we play centre mid, so we're going to put him just in a more, preferred role. I want to put him as a Mazzala. Let's try him. Yeah, I don't want to switch it up too much, but yeah, work ball. Yeah, be more disciplined. Yeah, you can see this type of game we're trying to play now. Okay. And maybe drop to positive. I just want to see sometimes, no, that holds the same. Sometimes it alters, like the directness, the tempo and that. But anyway. Let's go. I mean, let's score a goal instantly. Bow down to the manager. I mean, you feel that when you make changes and it's impacted instantly. Like, it doesn't get more perfect than that. Yashilin, it starts with the green headband. But Helenio. I mean, and Luke Hay shows the superstar he is. Like, I feel he is playing above his attributes. And I know, yeah, it's like, yeah, make the changes. So technically, maybe, but still. You don't see too many highlights after goals. I'm going to take that regardless. And maybe I said I wanted to make a change before that anyway. Like, you know, in the lead up, we had that 2-goal lead, wanted to make a change. Let's keep their formation in mind. Yeah, and we'll get on our stats. But, yeah, but now with that 2-goal, we've made the changes. All right. Shout, praise the team. We'll have, not yet. Not yet for another change. See, and I think we do deserve our lead. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. They've had 0 today, even though they got the single goal. They've got 1 on target for 1 goal, you know, CPU type stuff. But we've been the better team. Like, yeah, good performance. A couple goals we have had from set pieces. So this potentially could have been a frustrating game. I reckon, it's tricky. Sometimes I'll be in a position like Alexander here. Duquiros, you'll be in a position, I don't like taking off a foreign, like you're dropping quality when you're taking a foreign off for a Chinese player, just how it works. So Wei, probably for Tang Shi. That's, yeah, you know, changes things up a little bit. I was going to say how Luke, didn't I? Yeah, I was going to say how I feel like, before I was talking how good his attributes look, but they're still not crazy, are they, for how he's performing? Consider what he's done today and then his recent form. These goals in this winning streak. So he could be like a form player, but he's been pretty consistent as well through the season. Obviously, not scoring every single game like that. But I don't know. Like, for me, he's playing a little bit above his attributes. A bit above. Because you're like, oh, he doesn't look crazy, but his performances have been. And he's done, even before the goal he scored, and it was the early chance as well that was missed. And then we scored shortly after it. Like, yeah, he won that great header that led to it. He's just a very efficient, effective player, and that was really special. And yeah, we almost forgot. It felt like so much happened after that great free kick we scored. But yeah, the best free kick in FM. I know it's not from the longest range or anything, but in terms of technique, you're only going to get equal to that. To me, technique, you're not going to get better than that. Like, you're not going to hit it more perfectly to go directly to the corner. As I said, it didn't curl in the corner. I just love it. Just went straight, straight into the corner. That was perfect to me. But then this should just, 3 weeks. Pretty serious injury. I can't remember. What? If anything, he may have pulled up a knock, but we beat Unai Emery. I tell you what, that's still big. That's still big. And yeah, Alexander, he was very good. Yeah, he was good. A 10 free kick taking attribute scored the best free kick. And see, I don't think any goalkeeper could have saved that, because unless the goalkeeper predicted that and stood on that side. I don't think like any goalkeeper would have saved that. Honestly, I don't think it would have been possible. It was that good. All right, here we go. Next game. Ice City, they're sitting in 10th. So mid-table. We're 4th right now. So we're happy. I like how we're consolidating. Like, we're feeling comfortable that we're in the top half of the table, definitely. But in this area, I want to be playing ACL. I want to be playing Asian Champions League next season. That has to be the goal. Like, for our progression. Let's see where we're at. You never know when you can get updates. To your manager reputation, we're still, on the middle, because we're still studying for the Continental B. Well, we're sitting on 35. So, yeah, definitely when that gets completed, up to 40%. But I wonder if it's going to be higher outside of that come the end of this season. We don't know. Or, yeah, definitely I'd say getting the club in Asian Champions League. Then I'll be managing Asian Champions League. I think that would give me a bump up. But, yeah, we're going to see regardless. But Dunn just picked up an injury, so you can't bring in Gonzalo because foreign. It's really, yeah, we have to choose between Gonzalo or Gustavo Coutinho, at least in this current setup. And if Luke Hay is performing to this level, you don't go the two foreigns up top. So that's the way I see it. Experienced. I think he's all right on the bench. Could play a few positions. But I think we stay steady with this selection. There's some players not 100%, but yeah, we'll weigh up the subs we make. There's always a bit extra. Yeah, in this league, there's a bit extra analysis you need to make, I say. We're making your changes. So point finger. I think, yeah, we definitely, in this short period of time, you know, we've turned this club around where we're going in, not just doing well, but expecting. Like they say, we're favourites here. We're at home, but we're that way. We're definitely more favourites than the previous season. So we can always look ahead so much, but we've actually done this in a pretty, and even at the clubs I've been at, I think we've done what we had in a pretty short period. Like, it didn't take us long to turn around the clubs. So, saying that, almost 30 minutes in this game with not much action. So, just encourage. See if anything comes of this. Oh, we got to keep the wins up, though. Come on, guys. I almost get annoyed when I'm doing a game, like, on camera, and you don't see anything for the half. It's just, but to be fair, there wasn't a lot of action anyway. So what can you do? I mean, we had 8 shots. You could say that you put on extended highlights, but I think they, like, the balance of how episodes go with a couple games, extended highlights would make them a bit too much longer, and they're like edited highlights in key. They're like good length for YouTube videos. But oh my god, what is happening? We've had 14 shots. You can't tell me none of them is, like, key. And it's always a weird feeling in normal situations. Like, I'm just like, okay, what players do we take off? We more just go off if they're on yellows, if they're not playing that great. Helinho, ideally, don't want to take him off because he's a star. So, Alexander in this one. We'll make that change. And that can allow the sub, yeah, for Yashilin. And let's push him up to that position. I want to use him as a ball. I feel like ball-winning mid. Yeah, support. Okay. Maybe up the tempo. What else? Get stuck in. We've made our 3 subs. Last 30 minutes ready to get into. It could be just one of these. It could just be a strange game. You don't have no highlights on. No, that's not even a thing. It's key highlights. Maybe for this game individually, we'll put it on extended. This is rare. It's rare I would actually do that. And it's interesting how it triggers right away. Just simply changing that for the fact there's been... I rarely play on extended highlights, and yeah, I generally play on key, and this is a rare time. There could have been none. We don't know because we changed it. But yeah, really intriguing. Rarely you might see one where, oh my god, and well, but yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of the time on extenders, there's going to be chances that just get wasted. But it brings just a weird feeling with the game. You can probably tell sometimes when I'm feeling weird about something, and it's like I'm uneasy about it. Like yeah, it's strange. We'll go direct, as we can. Yeah, I feel like maybe just disroute more quickly now. And yeah, we made all our subs, but I just feel like it's going to be one of... What? But now we can't get as excited for highlights. I'm just getting excited to see some in this match. But yeah, more the fact of on key highlights, you get more excited that it's legit going to be a chance for you. And here, could just be nothing. But let's see. Bomb it forward. Okay, might come to something now. Oh, this is some brilliant play. Okay. And I'm annoyed how it didn't end up being a goal. Like, that was pretty good chance. You see more opportunities wasted. No, come on. These stats, no goal. You're having a laugh, man. But how? Oh, no. That's it. That's it, man. Don't know what to say. It was one of these strange FM games. I feel like if we left it on key, we may have seen one. But yeah, from 24, that many chances. It's a strange one. Regardless of what highlights you had, it was just going to be a weird game. That's what this one was destined to be. So it's a bit disappointing we didn't get another win here. Defensively, definitely held up. And I get we pick up a point. It's picking up a point, but wanted more from that. There we go. So pretty disappointing to finish it off, but again, we got to take what we get from that. We pick up a point. We didn't get nothing, but you could also see it as losing too. But we hold our position in fourth, and yeah, other teams, around us all played 11, so solid. Alexander's been great, and Luke Hay, he's got our most goals. Once more, finish on him. I mean, yeah, he scored our most goals, so... He's outspoken media, okay, handling style. I'm really happy with him. He's doing better than I expected, of course, and he's got a little bit of growth in him, even though he's 23. Probably going to be mostly his mentals, but I'm exceptionally happy what we're getting out of him. Like, I guess we gave him the number 9 out of like all our strikers and new players coming in at the attackers, strikers, but I still gave him the number 9. We had other guys, it's been here, Gustavo Coutinho, but new man in, I had a good feeling about him. So, let me know what you think of our season so far. If you guys can leave a thumbs up, that really does help out the videos. We kind of need that a little bit, yeah. But yeah, get the interaction going, because I'm really excited where we're going to take this series. There's a lot more. I think we're having different vibes, like to the feeling of this series. Like I remember the Sunderland, I kind of missed doing the Sunderland save that we did last year. I'm not saying I want to do Sunderland again, I wouldn't, but just kind of the feeling of it. This is a different type of style of series, and like right now we're playing in China, so but sometimes I miss certain FM saves I've done in the past. But anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying this one, and I'll see you guys next time.